You're quite right, though, John. The first time that Mawson's ever reached the semi-final of a major, and there's no doubt he deserves to be here. He's played 5 matches already to get to this stage, and he's got to the semi-finals with darts like that.
Yeah, 99 for Barneveld, 82 he wants now. He wants 17 to leave tops.
59.
So should be first leg to Barneveld, but Mawson's got that 180 under his belt. And that will do him no harm. Barney winning the throw, of course, therefore
41.
having the advantage as he did against Taylor in that vital, crucial last leg, should it arrive.
Yep, the same outcome. He won the first leg against Taylor with double top. He's done the same here in the semi-finals. But Mawson,
140.
whatever happens, has forced himself into the top 40 in the world. He's going to pick up at least £10,000. He just had the time of his life, hasn't he? A week that started with him leaving his passport at JFK Airport in New York, ending with at least a semi-final appearance at the UK Open in his hometown of Bolton. He spent a couple of years here before his parents emigrated to Canada.
140.
Now lives in America.
I have to say, Wanderers were playing at the good old Barneveld Park ground way back in those days. And but wasn't even a thought in anyone's mind. But here he is at the home of Bolton Wanderers, and Barney a bit of a soccer fan too. I think I'm right in saying Ajax is his favourite team, isn't it?
Yeah, but this afternoon during his quarter-final over Wayne Jones, the crowd were shouting, "Rafa, Rafa, give us a wave." An uncanny resemblance to the manager of Liverpool, whereas Ed De Vere, Barney's manager, he'll be very happy with the way that his man has started. Tops for a break and 2-0.
76.
So 71 for Mawson, 13-18 tops. If he hits the treble 13, that's what he's going for. Then double 16, so 18 and tops now. Well, double 2, didn't really intend that treble 18. Big 18 was really his aim for tops. So Barneveld for the break, 2-0 if he gets these tops.
Just underneath. Now then. There's not a lot of room there.
If Sid was here, he'd say understack that.
20.
That was nigh on impossible, wasn't it? The way that his darts were in the board. So Mawson gets a chance, and it's a chance he takes. What a piece it is.
Yes, and you see a perfect example there of why sometimes it's a disadvantage when your darts go in the board at the angle at which Barneveld's and Taylor's do.
140.
Yorkshire way, if you like. Brian Langworth was past master at being able to hit the double at the lower end because the darts went in at that sort of angle.
140.
All the pressure is on the defending champion. Mawson just determined to carry on enjoying himself.
85.
With, by the way, one of the greatest of Yorkshire's players in the 70s and 80s, among a number of others. Dennis Priestley, of course, emerging then as well as one of the greats of that White Rose County. And they've not had a bad time here, Stuart, have they?
No. Chris Thompson getting through to the quarterfinals. Scott Waits with a good run, just to name but a couple. James Wade dominant against Vincent van der Voort in the first semi-final.
83.
77% checkout rate for Wade.
Well, that's incredible. It really is. Rarely can I remember one such as that. And great start by Barney, 105. That's the sort he's built up better each round as this tournament has advanced, Stuart. And Mawson's doing pretty well there, 97. He'll give him a game with an average like that.
He's holding his own, John. One dart at double 18 for Barney. Yeah, lovely.
Raymond van Barneveld.
Mawson was waiting to pounce. He never got the chance.
Game on.
Well, there's Barneveld. Remember, he had
82.
those darts at double top, and they rather covered it, didn't it? The angle of the two darts made it very difficult for the third. He didn't get it. Changed tack on that occasion.
56.
It paid off for the double 18 instead.
Well, going for a hat-trick of wins, of course, here at the Reebok.
140.
Currently still the world #1, Raymond van Barneveld. He will stay on top of the world rankings if he retains his title here tonight.
140.
If he doesn't, Phil Taylor takes over as #1 in the world.
Well, the strength of Gary Mawson's game earlier today against Dwayne Jones, apart from maybe 3 or 4 legs, 2/3 of the way through the match, as we watch Barney perhaps get a...
133.
He was thinking, wasn't he? And 140 would have left him on a non-finish. He's on a non-finish anyway, but...
100.
He threw very, very accurately down the line, threw very, very few darts, if any, into the 5 and the 1.
100.
And had a bit of a tricky spell and picked it up near the end and managed to ease his way into the semi-finals. Double 5, he's got to get here. Barney's got to get 72, you feel. Well, every leg with throw so far, Stuart.
And Mawson, in that quarter-final against Wade Jones, more often than not, took out the shot with his last dart. And that is a great dart there from Gary Mawson.
96.
Just very, very consistent.
Well, any dart player will tell you, you can hear the thud, even if you're not actually watching the game. You can hear the thud of the dart in the board. You know which is the third dart, and if it goes in, it can be a little bit disconcerting. You're thinking to yourself, I'm just going to get another go, and then game.
58.
Well, Mawson is putting a bit of pressure here on Barneveld. The perfect start, really, for the American, John, just to make
50.
a good start, to hold your throw for the first couple of legs and just hang in there off Barney's coattails. But Barneveld will know he's going to have to play very well, just like that, to secure his spot in the final.
3 180s in the match so far. Mawson managed to get one after Barneveld did before, and almost put for the ricochet, the slide off that
167.
second dart. He would have had a maximum 2.
Yeah, surely come down for cover now.
57.
Only 57. So Mawson knows 140 here will put a lot of pressure on the Dutchman.
60.
110 for
Raymond
3-2.
require 110.
50 left. 32 left.
78.
And that's what he'll be wanting should Mawson
Gary
fail on
require
151.
151.
Chances are he will. Indeed. Van Barneveld will be back then for double 16 to take into the
93.
interval a 3-2 lead, but it'll be
Raymond
all legs
required
with the
32.
throw.
Just inside there. Ooh. Big dart now.
16.
Now Mawson has a chance to break Barneveld, who is not
58.
firing on all cylinders. Well,
What an opportunity this is. 2 darts for double top. Double 10. Oh, that could be an important moment we'll be looking back on later.
you don't get many chances against Barneveld.
Games on the fifth
Well,
leg.
huge.